Welcome to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. Cocaina, or as they say in English, champion. That's right. I know that ain't the right translation, but damn it, we won another championship, y'all. Back to back itty bitties 8U champions. That's right. Shout out to all those players out there. You know my itty bitty out there, MJ balling, Jaden out there balling, Coach Bus out there coaching. And I'm just proud of them because they played their best game when it mattered most. And other than that, it just felt good to win because I ain't never win when I was playing in the pros, but I won a lot as an itty bitty. Love for those little kids, and thanks for all y'all support. I know y'all rock with me. So let's rock into some life lessons and talk through it through sports and entertainment and cover the media like the media covers everyone else. And make sure you support itty bitties everywhere as we do at projecttransition.org. If you go to projecttransition.org and leave a monthly donation, wow! That's going to be yours. That's that book. All right, let's talk about one of the Hasslebacks, Tim Hassleback, who I used to work with at ESPN, who's still working there, and his brother Matt is working there. So, damn, they got it going on. Dual check citizenship in that. Hell, all right. So, Tim Hassleback was talking about Russel Wilson. Now, you're like, why are we talking about Russel Wilson? Well, look, I ain't covering the NBA All-Star game because I ain't watch it. Did y'all watch that? If they don't want to play, then why should I watch? Y'all don't care? Why should I care, right? That's how I feel about the Pro Bowl. Same thing with this. Didn't even see the dunk contest. Ain't that crazy? I'm at that place in my life. I didn't even watch the dunk contest. Ended up going to Monster Jam. So a lot of people are joining me in terms of like, I catch the highlights. So that's what that is. So we talking football year round. That's right. And Russel Wilson has some things to think about. Playing options, right? Where will he land? And what opportunities will present themselves to Russel Wilson? So Tim Hassleback was talking about Russel Wilson saying, look, we know the sun comes up every single day, but it may not be shining for Russel Wilson. It may not be sunny for Russel Wilson. Let's listen to Tim Hassleback talk about the future of Russel Wilson.
Listen, I think there's a chance Russel Wilson is out of football. Like, I'm not sure that there's definitely a landing spot for him. He's older. I think that it's fair to say that his game is diminished. I think in terms of, the leadership component that you typically want from a veteran quarterback that comes in, I think it's fair to have questions about that.
He ain't lying, too. I know a lot of people in the comments like, he a hater. Oh, what did he do when he played? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's take the message, not the messenger, and hold that to the fire. The message is real. Let me tell you why. Because he brought up two elements, obviously, we could talk about. His diminishing game. Whatever you would have thought of Russel Wilson at his peaks, he's not that, right? Whatever you thought that was, this ain't that. And last year was the closest we've seen in a few years to that. But it still ain't that. Whatever that was, okay? Let's go there. So a team knows that, A, we've already lost what most teams desire when they see you coming down the mountain. A breath of fresh air. Get this kid a change of scenery, new environment. Oh, man, let us get our hands on him. Our offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator, our team, our facilities, our organization, our culture, he'll be different. Here's the thing. He already went through that. He left Seattle to go to Denver, and that one's off the board. He had to change his scenery, and it didn't go so well. Yeah, last year had some highlights. I'll give him that. But it didn't go entirely so well. So we can't go there. So what's going to change Russel Wilson? Do you need to change Russel Wilson? I'm going to talk through that. Here's the other thing he brought up, lack of leadership. With a lack of leadership perspective, people are looking at Russel Wilson like, what's his perspective? Is it football only or the conversations that we've heard more than football, right? He's like distracted. He's caught up in things. Can't answer that. It looks like, look, Russel Wilson could still ball, but to what level? And then what did that do, married to a superstar and living that red carpet life, do to his game? Not here to answer that. You know why? Because there's really no answer to that. Because if you think there's an answer to that, well, Tom Brady sure won a lot of championships living that red carpet life. How much did he live it? And how much did it affect him is a different conversation. Let's talk about this. This is the problem with Russel Wilson. Let's get into it for real. Because everything Tim Hassleback said can come to light. That's real. But the main reason Russel Wilson finds himself in this position And this is what retires most good athletes prematurely. You know, like he just woke up one day and was like, nah, I'm good. This is what happens. They think to themselves, I'm too good for what they're offering. I'm too good for what that is. So then you find yourself in some bad situations. Now, Russell Wilson doesn't strike me as the player is like, nah, I ain't doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. At the same time, he makes a lot of money staying still, getting out of bed, married to who he's married to, etc. He has a lot of ventures going on where it's like, what opportunity? So y'all remember when Colin Kaepernick had his opportunities, and they weren't ideal, but they were opportunities to get him to what ideal was, kind of the route that Baker Mayfield took. You know, Baker Mayfield didn't sign up to be no backup for the LA Rams. Look at him now. So Kaepernick didn't sign up for the backup to be Russell Wilson. Look at Geno Smith now. So you look at this situation, is Russell Wilson going to sign up for something less than you are our franchise quarterback? If he does, then he may find himself out the league, because if he says, I am not going anywhere unless I'm that dude, I don't know how many people are raising their hands saying to make you that dude. So that's the problem. And the question is, not can you still play Russell Wilson? We know that. We know that. Is will you play under the circumstances, in the circumstances that have now been presented to you? It's limited. Russell Wilson, we don't look at you the same. I hope you don't look at yourself the same. So I think that's where we are right now with Russell Wilson. The question mark truly is his ego. That's it. And egos are loud as hell when they're getting inflated. Pump me up. They're loud. You start showing it, you start wearing it. Russell Wilson looked different, right? I saw this Black History fact. This is funny. I should post it. It said, Black History fact, Russell Wilson, the only black man to leave a white woman for a black woman. I was like, what? Y'all stupid. That was a good one. But egos get loud when you're getting inflated. When you're getting pumped up, you start wearing stuff different, looking different, traveling different, going to different hotels, hanging out with different people, all that, right? Ego, pump me up, I'm going to look different. So they're loud when they're getting inflated. They're even louder when they're getting deflated. Trust me, when you see an ego getting deflated, oh, this sucker start blaming everything. Coach, oh man, I don't like the play caller. I don't like the coach. I don't like how y'all treat me. I don't like how these conditions are. Start having fights at home. That's why they all get divorced as soon as they retire. They were getting divorced while they were still playing, coming down that hill. And then when finally he gone and ain't no Sunday kickoffs to wear the mink to, she like, peace. That's how the game goes. So his ego was loud, getting inflated. How loud is it now? Louder, because it's getting deflated. I wonder what Russell Wilson will sign up to. And I wonder who's going to sign him. Want to know what y'all think. Beat it up in the comment. Where you think he's going to be next year? Because he ain't in Denver. That's what it sounds like. He ain't in Denver. And do you think Russell Wilson has hit his peak? Or does he have some more gas in his tank? The only reason I ask, because last year, it made me start thinking like, Russell back. Fully back, maybe more than, obviously not the team's success, but Russell Wilson looked nice at some times. And do you have questions of his leadership, about his leadership? And what are those questions, right? Like, I want to talk about this situation because when you find yourself needing another opportunity / retiring, this is what goes on. This is the mental makeup. Wanted to take you guys behind the scenes on that. All right, let's talk about behind the scenes. Charles Barkley had some conversations about him and Michael Jordan. Obviously, All-Star Weekend. I did watch it, but saw a lot of the interviews. And Charles Barkley talking about Michael Jordan in a relationship. Tom Brady interviewed him. Not so certain of the date, but the timing of it right now. We're still talking that NBA at the grandest level. Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan. We all know they used to be best friends. We all had our suspicions, like, damn, I know they party. Right, remember that? Especially when Tiger got in trouble, because it was all three of them at one time, it looked like. And then Tiger got in trouble. You're like, woo. We already know about Jordan before and getting divorced. We was like, damn, what they up to, right? Well, whatever they were up to, none of that bad enough where it affected the relationship. But you know what did affect the relationship? Barkley doing his job. And doing his job cost him his best friend, as he says. So let's listen to Barkley talking to Tom Brady about losing Michael Jordan as a friend.
I think probably me and Michael were best friends. That's probably the most prominent thing. Michael Jordan, that's probably losing his friendship was probably the most prominent thing that's happened to me. But I was being honest about what I thought. I said, listen, the toughest thing about Michael, he's got to put better people around him. Because the toughest thing when you're famous, they own your private jet, you're buying all the drinks, you're buying all the dinners. Very few people are going to be honest with you. And I try to surround myself with people like, hey, if I'm screwing up, please tell me. And Michael got offended about something I said about him. And we haven't spoken in probably almost 10 years. And he was my best friend at the time. And I love the dude like a brother. And we're both stubborn and we haven't talked. So that's probably the most prominent thing.
Did you catch that? He said they were best friends like brothers. Because I know about this one because of the media. Because him doing his job cost him his friendship. All right. So Barkley says he told him he needed better friends around him. Question is, did you tell him privately first or did you tell him publicly first? I would say privately. I would give him the benefit of the doubt. Say, he was like, hey, dog, the way that team looking, you need to go get some other people around you, man, to help you do this. That ain't it. Oh, man, shut up, man. Ain't nobody tripping on that. Oh, I'm going to get this thing right. Just take time. All right, I'm just letting you know, everybody ain't everybody. You ever had that kind of conversation and then you go to you see the same person and they having that conversation differently? Okay, so imagine Charles Barkley says that to Jordan, them, they laugh it off, have a few brews, whatever. Then you're doing your job, you got your suit on now, you're around Ernie and them and you're talking about something and then that comes up and you say it a little more proper, maybe more detailed. And you're certainly not in close proximity of Jordan. He ain't there in the studio with you, so it's sounding more distant. So this comes back to child psychology. They say if you want youngsters, especially toddlers, to listen to you, one, you have to give them direct eye contact, make them feel comfortable, but also be confident when you talk to them. But most importantly, touch them. You got to be touching them. And if you notice, this is why people fly across the world just to get a handshake on a deal done. When you're like, Zoom, dog, and I can't get the same engagement out of you off of Zoom as I can right here shaking your hand. Same thing with a conversation. Imagine this. Next time you get into an argument with your wife or husband, in the middle of the argument, just grab them and hold their shoulder. And I don't mean squeeze and choke. Let me stop. I mean, grab their shoulder and hold it. Grab their hand and hold it. Then keep talking. Watch the difference. Same conversation. Hijacked. More positive. So I think something happened like that. Like Barkley probably said it one way, but since he ain't there, he ain't connected to his boy, it comes out a lot different. So then friends, they sit back. Jordan probably sitting back hearing it like, and friends always, I don't care what they say. Oh man, keep 1,000 about me. I don't give a damn. You have friends that are actually active players. I got boys that still play. Man, you can say what you want, dog. I ain't tripping. I know damn well y'all tripping. You know what I mean? Because that's how I would feel. But then we would talk it out. That's the part. It ain't the I'm tripping part. It's let's talk through I'm tripping. And then we're going to be on the same page. We all good. But friends expect a different set of rules. They expect preferential treatment. Yep. That's one of the things I used to get mad at. I was like, dog, why y'all taking care of all y'all friends? Say the real to him and then call your friend and tell him what you said. And then he going to be your friend. And if he ain't, he was never your friend, dog. That's all that goes. So I used to see that all the time. And I'm like, I'm not taking care of you, dog. Not because of the sake of my job. Like, I hate when I ain't putting my job before all my friends. Some of my friends, yeah. Not all of them, but some of them. It's the fact that, dog, I'm going to speak the truth wherever I'm at. And then we going to talk the truth after it. Simple as that. So I had a friend who I said something about. I'm going to protect him because he's guilty. And you're not supposed to like anything, right? So I told y'all, this is one that got out publicly. So Steven Jackson was a little mad at me because I was laughing at him when Kwame was bagging on him. But I was like, Steven, you my boy. And those jokes are funny. So why can't I laugh? Because what? I'm your boy. I can't laugh at jokes on you. No, he getting you right now. Bullseye, bro. Let it live. Let it go. I had another friend. This is funny. My wife got me caught up one time with Acho because she was liking something that Van Layton said about Acho. I liked it too, but he didn't even get mad at me. He was just like, yo, is that your wife liking this stuff? I said, bro, what? First of all, don't ever ask me about my wife unless you say, where she get those shoes from? Other than that, don't ask me about my wife. But second of all, what? Who cares? You can like something about me that somebody clowning me about. I'm like, yeah, I did like what they said, but it hurts. You know what I mean? I don't know how y'all rules are. I'm just different. I'm trying to talk through these things without bashing people and all that, but because I want to know, because I'm really different. I'm like, if somebody bag on me right now, somebody like, man, what the hell he wearing? And it's a good joke, you better laugh, because if you don't laugh, this is what I'm doing. When you get a good joke on me, I literally laugh as I'm looking at who else laughing. And more importantly, I'm looking at who ain't laughing. I'm like, why they ain't laughing? Are they trying to kiss my ass? That ain't gonna work. I said, why they ain't laughing? Because they don't like the person who said the joke? That's wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm weird like that. I don't know if y'all weird like that, but I do that kind of stuff. So I had my best friend, my ace, one time. We got into a little tussle, verbal tussle. He disagreed with me. I was telling him when he was getting married, I said, dawg, I'm your ace. I felt like Barkley. I was like, I'm your ace. I'm never gonna hate on you, homie. I'm gonna say this. I would wait, bruh. I literally said this. I would break up with her, let her live because she was younger, and then let her come back to you. You know, let the bird fly out the cage, and if it comes back, it's yours. It's love. I was like, try it. I said, in this situation, try it. She young, man. Nah. And he wasn't mad at me, I don't think, and I wasn't mad at him, but we just didn't talk as much in the next 6 months. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like, damn, I felt, I'm stubborn too, especially when I'm right. Which I always feel I'm right unless you prove I'm wrong. Then if you prove I'm wrong, then I'm listening. Then you got me. But he wouldn't prove I'm wrong. How you gonna prove I'm wrong? You gotta get divorced. Well, let's fast forward a long time. Recently they got divorced, and he tried to pucker his lips and say, you remember when you said? I was like, don't you even. I'm not saying anything, and nobody's saying anything to be right like that, right? We're just doing it to connect. So he was mad at me for doing my job. And what my job was telling my best friend the truth as I saw it. And I think Barkley kind of told Jordan the truth as he saw it. And instead of 6 months going by, it seems like 12 years have gone by. So whatever it may be, man, y'all ever been in this predicament before where the truth didn't set you free, it locked your ass up and made you get in trouble or lose a friendship? Tell me what y'all think of that. What y'all think of Charles' feelings about his friendship with MJ? And surrounding yourself, like I'm on the fence on that. Like sometimes I don't surround myself with all great people and all great things. I got a lot of great friends, but I got some friends that's suspect. But they great to me. Y'all got friends like that they ain't great to the world, great to everybody, but they great to you. I don't know what to do. I need to watch my back, because one day they're gonna flip on me. Let me know what y'all think about that. Beat it up in the comments. All right, let's talk about this one. Speaking of friends. Because if you make it, you climb up the mountain, you know what happens in the pyramid of success. The higher you go, the less room there is and fewer people, right? So if you're climbing your pyramid of success to become who you are, you got to let some things go. You got to let some people go, right? Tyler Perry was talking about that. Let's listen to Tyler talk about it.
And I've had that too, where I was trying to pull people up to, come on, this is far as we can do. We've been together all these years. We can make this happen. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing that I had to realize is that some people cannot survive at certain altitudes. Mm-hmm. So if you're pulling somebody up a hill who, when you get to 10,000 feet, they can't breathe, you're going to kill them. Yeah. So it's okay to leave them there until they learn the conditioning of what it takes to be at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, buddy. Some people cannot survive at certain altitudes. I spilled that. I'm glad I got on white. Damn. That's deep. I wish I knew that before I start climbing. Y'all ever feel like that? I don't care what level of success you have. When you get to that next step, the first thing I think most people think is like, come on, y'all, let's go. No? Because there's nothing successful about doing it by yourself, alone, lonely. First of all, you can't. But second of all, if you think you did, or you get to the place where you're successful and then you don't bring people with you, woo! Have you ever been in that empty house, mansion? You ever been in that car with no passengers? And I'm not talking about like I can't ride by myself. I can't do nothing by myself. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you hear that echo of loneliness because you ain't connected to anything or anybody. I've been there. Well, I'm like, damn, I got all these people around me, but who connected to this? Like, who can I really ride with and not only ride with, but fuel up with? That's what I'm talking about. That's what Tyler's talking about. Not just come along for the ride. I can fill up the mansion all day, every day, right? When you're in the league and playing and everybody loving you, screaming your name. But who could come in here and help build some more levels to this? You know, add some more dimensions to this. I'm riding. They say, pull over, dog. Let's gas up so we can keep riding. And they got it, you know? So I think we all are altruistic. I think we're all like good-spirited, pure values. Like, I make it, we make it, then we gonna make more. And then you realize, no, y'all not. No, y'all not. Oh! So, my friends and my family, guilty I am. Different developmental stages. I made the lazy assumption, because I'm like, we the same, right? We family, we've been around each other. We all went to the same park. We all went to grandma's house. We all ate the same food. We all kicked it. We all went to the same school, etc. Even if we didn't, we got so much in common. We kind of the same, right? So, then you make it, and you realize, oh, what's in me is different than what's in you, and that's the difference maker. I know you ain't gonna play football. I know you're not gonna go to this school. I know you're not gonna have this business, but there's something else. There's something else. There's something too. Did I get up earlier than you? Or we got up at the same time. Did I do more than you? Or I don't have to do as much as you, but I'm more effective, right? Or more efficient, right? Like, and vice versa. Like, we're not the same. Ain't it crazy when you realize you and your brother ain't the same? You and your sister ain't the same? You already know you and your mama ain't the same. Y'all arguing all through your teenage years. You and your daddy ain't the same. You know, your daddy looking at you crazy like, boy, what happened to you? All these things, right? And you still trying to be you. That difference maker in you is hard to identify because usually you camouflage it and try to bring it and put it with everyone else. Who wants to stand out and be like, all right, I got it. Who else coming? You ever have a dinner? You ever plan a dinner? Family dinner. All right, we're going to go out to. We're going out to Boulevard Steakhouse. Yes. The new joint on Ventura. Let's go. Can't invite him. He ain't got no money. No, I'm going to invite him. I just got him. Then I can't. He ain't. Then you start going through your guest list literally like this. Who can afford it? Who can't? Then you abbreviate who you invite because you don't want to pay for everybody, or you do invite everybody because you're like, whatever. I just want to be around them. I'm inviting everybody. Trips. My 50th birthday coming up. Some people saying I should just go out of town, go out the country. And I'm like, you know how many people ain't coming if I do that? Crazy, right? So this is what Tyler Perry's talking about. Different altitudes. Some people just not ready for that, or some people can't get to that place. It's crazy, right? So I've seen this happen so many times, and the difference maker between you and them needs to be appreciated. And when you got that, you know where you find like that community that you can build with? It's other people who have done it as well. And I think there's some kind of stigma to that. Like, oh, if you don't do it with your own, you don't do it with yours, then you ain't do it right. I don't believe in that. I believe in fattening the golden goose as much as you can to lay as many golden eggs. But what we do is ass backwards. We make it one of us, and then we bring all these people who ain't make it, who can't climb to that altitude, and it's gonna end up taxing you, holding you back, or keeping you stifled. And then you're like, yo, versus the guy who's like, I'm gonna get up there, I got y'all. But let me go get some more of these other people up here. Let me have community up here with them. Then we're gonna take it to the next level. I can help more of y'all. That's why it's funny, and sometimes it's racial, black, white. A lot of times it's just, what are you used to? What's your upbringing? You got money or not? Because if you got money, then you're going to get money, and then you're going to build a community of more money to help those who don't. Versus you ain't have money, as soon as you get it, you trying to help everybody who ain't got it. Then next thing you know, you back with them. It's crazy. So Y'all tell me what y'all think about what Tyler said, because I was like, damn, that's real. Like, I'm telling y'all, if you're not successful yet like you want to be, it's okay. When you get there, it's okay to have community up there. You're going to look out. You'll look out even more and greater if you get up there and have community versus about facing and then immediately trying to help them out. Versus there's a community of people who think, oh, no, as soon as I get it, I got it. Y'all got it too. That I know the percentages on that one pretty low. So tell me what y'all think about it, and how can you maintain those relationships with people who aren't on the same altitude as you? Or can you? That's the conversation. Man, tell us a story about that, y'all. Let me know what y'all talking about in the comments. Y'all ever had to deal with that? Ain't nothing worse when you got that party and you want everybody to come, and then you start being like, nah, he ain't ready for this air up here. He ain't ready for that rare air. All right, y'all, coming up next on Never Shut Up. Time to focus on some comments, hit you with a Wileyism, get out of here. Dipset. All right. Love for you guys. Come back. Never Shut Up on Branks TV and Reach TV. Look at my itty bitties. I see you, champ. My son, the champ. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. Love for you guys. Like he said before, I am a champion once again. I'm proud of my itty bitties, so support the itty bitties all around. We're developing a youth league. Yeah. Yep, developmental youth league for sports. We're going to do it our way. You know, like, not those coaches, no slight, but a little slight, didn't make it all the way and think they know best. Okay. We'll be in contact, but I'm going to develop kids the right way. Not going to burn them out, make it effective, efficient, more importantly, great sportsmanship, and let them have a love for what they're doing instead of just doing a task and hoping they can do it. And most importantly, teaching these kids skills. God dang, all this talent going around here, kids don't know what to do with it. So we're going to help them out. Look forward to that with projecttransition.org. Leave a monthly donation to support the Developmental Youth League that we're developing. And wow! Hit you with that book. It's yours. Y'all see me on Brinks TV. Make sure you log on to Brinks TV. 1,000 free Brinks bucks, as well as BetUS, WileyWins.com. Hook you up. Who we going to bet on now? Clipper games? I guess. Let's go get it. All right. Let's funk up some comments. I was talking about Gilbert Arenas, the homie. Gilbert and I did a panel one time. I don't think it's televised or you can find the clips anywhere. Woo! We were talking that talk. I guess we going to forget when Gilbert Arenas degraded dark-skinned black women. Do better, gentlemen. Stop capping for that dude. I didn't catch that one, but if he did, we're gonna have this conversation. Like, if I don't like dark-skinned women, am I a hater? You know what's funny? Because I know a lot of women that only like tall guys. I got homeboys that are short, and they don't get him away from me. He's too short. Are they haters? I don't know. I just know that I like light-skinned girls, right? Now, I have dated dark-skinned girls. I've dated 2 girls darker than me, and then many other dark-skinned girls. But if you're asking me, like, oh, I've dated more light-skinned girls. Something wrong with me? And if you think so, tell me what's wrong with me. But I don't think anything wrong. I also like big girls, right? Like my mama was 6'1", 250, so I always look at women like they all small. That's why my wife big. My wife 5'10", 170. Well, she used to be 170. She all skinny now. She on TV. Ugh. But the point is, you like what you like. God dang. Gotta be so damn deep. People like bald head, dark dudes. All right, they don't like my boy. He light skinned with hair. Is that racial? Is that something? Tell me what it is, because I don't think it's jack. Depression in athletes. Crazy takes today gave me different ways to think about things. When it comes to the depression topic, kind of side take is that depression is now a chance to become a victim which is now basically commercialized and celebrated. Yeah, this victimhood stuff is real. Everything is a problem. Everybody hurt. I'm like, well, if you hurt, look, it's like, to me, I lived the game of life. I played the game of life. And if you hurt in sports, we're going to move the field up. We're going to move the ball up the field and keep playing. So if you hurt, fix yourself, and I'm going to help you fix yourself in the process of still playing the game. I ain't got time to stop down with your ass all day talking about, ain't this wrong? Ain't this wrong? Yeah, but they don't call all fouls. They don't call a flag on every play. Move on, bro. Get some yards. Get a touchdown. Man, you got to get out your feelings. Your feelings matter, but not that much. Let's go. Facts. It beats the alternative, making gratitude contagious. Yeah. Everything I say, when I start bitching and complaining and moaning and groaning about anything, my life, my schedule today, oh, I got so many meetings. Oh, I got to go here. I'll be like, it beats the alternative. When too many people are texting me, too many people blow me up, too many people calling me, too many people email me, Super Bowl, everybody hit me up, can I? I remember there was a day I didn't even go to the Super Bowl. Then I remember there was a day I went to the Super Bowl, I didn't have that many events and engagements to do. When you start getting all high on your horse, you better think about it. It beats the alternative. Oh, let's hit the Wileyism from last week. From success to significance. Reminds me of what I heard Damon John say in Shark Tank once. Make it, master it, then you can matter. Yeah? Yep. I like to say conceive, believe, then achieve. That's it. Once it gets in me, if something comes to me and it's good, I know it's for me. Then I got to believe. Can I do it? And you can say you can do it. You can say what you want, but do you believe it? Right now I can say I only weigh 150. I can say anything. I don't believe that shit. I'm twice that almost. So that's how the game goes. Y'all got to believe what y'all want. Then you achieve it. All right. Y'all know how we finish every show. We finish with a Wileyism. Yeah. It's a long ass one, right? We can't solve problems with the same thinking we employed when they came up. Einstein said this in so many words, but you know, Einstein's so damn smart. It took like a paragraph. So I say, all right, let's just abbreviate it. We can't solve problems with the same thinking we employed when they came up. So imagine something hits you right now. You got a problem. Immediately to solve it, you should change your thinking. But don't we usually run into that problem time and time again because we use the same thinking to solve that same problem? I laugh at this world because a lot of the things they put stigmas on are the exact same things you need to help you. Give you an example. To be a contrarian. People like to say I'm a contrarian. I may be, may not be. I don't think I am because there's a lot of stuff I agree with that the masses also agree with. But there are a lot of things also. I'm like, nah, dog, think about it. Think about it. And that's what I'm saying. But they'll put a stigma on you. You're a contrarian. Oh, you're just going against the grain. Oh, you just don't think like nobody else. You think you smart. You imagine we let that live? You think you smart because you said something different or smart. And you feel bad. My boy hit me this weekend. His niece is getting teased for the old trick, the oldest trick in the black book. Oh, you trying to sound white. She sounds articulate. She's educated. She's doing her thing. And they trying to hit her with the old okie doke. You trying to sound white. I said, oh, they still running that trick? Like, you know, like the Wildcats stopped working because the trick play works at first. Then it's like, that ain't a good trick. You know what I mean? So I just want y'all to know, when you got a problem, it's okay to alter your thinking. It's okay to borrow from other people. It's okay to borrow outside your culture, your race, your locale. Oh, they ain't what a Crip do. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I guess you better do it. You better do something different to get where you got to go to solve that problem, right? So I've been blessed to be not outside the box thinker. I don't think like that. I just know that when I read the Bible and they said the gates to heaven are narrow and few come between, that told me it's okay to do stuff different. It's okay to not go with the big group. It's okay to not echo the chorus because you may be right. By the biblical standard, you probably more so right than wrong. So next time you find yourself on an island, Build a hut, because it's where you should be probably. And most people are gonna have to try and find where you are to solve their issues, because we can't solve problems with the same thinking we employed when they came up. That'll do it for today's episode of Never Shut Up. Love for you guys, man. Enjoy it. Send me some love, man. My kids won a championship. I'm excited, I'm proud. We put a lot of time and effort into this, developing these little itty bitties. And they all ain't going pro, if any of them. But they're gonna be beasts. They're gonna be tearing up the rec centers when they're 35. Still got that game that we help them develop. Love for you guys. Have an amazing day. I know I will. Thank you, Court Diggity.
Stage a lot faster. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so inspired to be here, and thanks Shine Global for this award, to be recognized for doing the right thing, to be recognized for doing good things, and trying to inspire others for their own greatness. I'm just a kid from Compton who, at an early age, had to look inside to find my opportunities, because on the outside, there were so many whispers and sometimes yells of I couldn't make my dreams a reality. And thought that was very unfortunate, but I was thankful that I never internalized that chorus that was around me. I was a kid that understood that you had to be greater than your greatest excuse. And I had a lot of excuses. I had a lot of reasons to have self-doubt. But I was able to develop my inner power, discover that inner power, and make sure that I showed the world exactly who I wanted to be. And it was really simple for me. It was to make my dreams a reality. There was nothing more to it. And as I now stand here, just a few miles from where I grew up, where that adversity still is strong, and as we see through these movies, that it's worldwide, not just in our locale. You see the suffering, you see the gangs, you see the drugs, you see the poverty. And there's always one common escape. It's that inner power, it's that ambition. It's having a voice that's louder than those surrounding voices. And I'm on a mission, a global mission, to make sure that that inner power inspires all to not only give, but to receive the blessings that come from giving. And I'm up here right now as a guy who's challenging everyone to give their 3 T's. That's time, that's talent, and that's treasure. Human capital, financial, whatever it may be. Let's invest in each other, because we all have to coexist here together. And as I look around and I have a foundation that really inspires these kids to become their greatest version of themselves, and to look in the mirror to make sure that they're greater than their greatest excuse. It gives me my greatest passion. I was a kid who wanted to be a school teacher, but because of my height, weight, and speed, I became a football player. So I took that helicopter ride up as high as I could, but as I was ascending, I never forgot that I was once one of those fork-in-the-road kids who was shot at many times, who had to navigate around adversity every single day, who had to waste so much of his brain power just trying to get home every day. And so many experiences that sometimes you become desensitized to. But in reality, that is someone else's reality. So I'm so thankful to stand in front of all of you guys as an example of the kids that we're trying to affect, the underserved, the underprivileged, those who are told that their hardships are greater than who they are. But hopefully we can inspire them all to look inward, because everything they want out there is already in here. Appreciate you guys.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right. Get a 125% sign-up bonus, and to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we're giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.